Legacy and endurance is a part of the impact of a man's life. The Bible says that a man's name, if it's good, is more valuable than fine perfume, because the perfume will wear off, but the name will last forever. And a good family is a standing in the community because they will build. That's the kind of impact every artist, every man wants to have in life. But you have been known to have impact in different areas of life. When you were younger, you played football.
Yeah.
Tell me about how football and hip hop kind of go together.
Competitive, and you never feel like you're good enough. So I could go out and score 3 touchdowns. I look up at the stats. I had such and such and such and such. College had 4. All right, next week I got to do that. Hip hop. I'm not the biggest artist. I'm not that artist. So you look at statistics.
Yeah.
Let's say exactly. Let's say I'm a big time artist. A couple years, whatever. I look at the statistics. I sell 100,000 one week, but somebody sold 150,000. Dang. It's never an end goal. You just keep shooting and shooting. So, and it's beyond competitive. So I look at it like that, how it goes hand in hand.
The thing about your story when it comes to football is you had offers from out of the nation to go play football.
Yeah.
In America, you have to take your hip hop out of this nation to really be appreciated.
Yeah.
From that standpoint, how does being the artist, the athlete, the entrepreneur, how does that make your game fulfilling and difficult to know that you have a fan base, but they're not local?
It's a good question. It makes it it's a lot more challenging because, like right now, this style, a lot of people tell me it's popping. Like the Wu-Tang is still popping overseas, and like the kind of 90s style beats I rap over, the heavy samples, the boom bap type of beat is still going crazy overseas. Meanwhile, over here, it's more 808s, trap beats. It's more harmonized and more people in pockets rapping. I mean, I'm in pocket, but I'm still putting together rhyme schemes and different type of stuff. So it's challenging, but at the same time, anything worth having is worth effort. So I don't trip too much. I just keep grinding, keep my head down, and just keep going.
This is not Malc talking, this is Karev. That music is trash, okay? I don't like trap beats and 808s and all that. Some people can flip it nice, but that's not the basis and the heart of what music is. And I'm glad you brought out the type of beats that you like, because I'm gonna give you something to think about and I want you to answer me. Hip hop today is missing music. Do you agree?
I don't agree with that one.
Then explain
Break
yourself.
it down. Break it down. What do you mean music? Before I answer that,
What's a trap beat and 808? It's not music, it's just sound. It's and all that. It's just sound. But even when I listen to the beats that you have music in your beats.
Okay, I think
so. Hip hop to me is full of tracks, but not music. Now you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you agree?
I mean, evolution is a part of time, but it's still rappers who still rap over sample beats and all types of beats. But it's a lane for trap beats and all that type of stuff. I get down to it when I'm going out. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking nobody. It's enough room for everybody out here. So.
That's right. It is. But it didn't go to the heart of my question because a lot of people. I remember Fat Joe was quoted, and he called a lot of backlash for this. Fat Joe said that boom bap music is dead. Yeah, if you listen to Griselda, that's boom bap music. And it's great.
Benny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had the best EP that came out this year, I think.
Benny.
Benny's a monster. But then listen to the new song they got with Premier.
I ain't hear that one yet.
Okay, we'll play it before you leave.
Alright,
that's excellent music. And even when I hear people sing today, they sing with a machine, but not harmony, melody, or music. The thing that makes P2 such an exquisite project is the music and the voices. Why do you think music is missing? Or why do you think, no, you said music is one of the most important things happening in life because you're always around it. Why do you think music is so synonymous with the growth of an individual and how their ear is developed?
Because I seen somebody, I think it was 50 Cent, he said, it's certain songs in life to where you hear that song and you immediately reflect back to the age you were, where you were when you first heard that song and what you were going through. So that's why I think it's the most important thing as far as like when you hear the music, it trains your ear and trains your mind, because as you get older, some people grow with artists. Like I have uncles and cousins and friends who literally grew up with Jay-Z, and every step of his career, they were going through that. So now when they hear 444, they appreciate it much more than I appreciated it. But a lot of people my age are not really into that type of music. I appreciate it a lot because I feel like I got a young old soul, and I grew up around that type of music all the time. So yeah,
I respect that. What you're talking about is flashbulb memory. Flashbulb memory is something that whenever you hear it or see it, you're there. And unfortunately, in the community of people of color, we are victims of PTSD. No matter how you describe it, post-traumatic slave disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder. No matter how you define it, it is always something that makes you come back to a point where either you're stressed or you enjoy.
yeah.
When I listen to, this is my favorite track off of P2, it's called Odds. That's like the song that really showed me that you're not an MC. You have the potential to be more. What is that potential to you? And what does it mean when somebody talks about your potential, not your state of present being now?
I love it. It means that there's no cap. Like there's no cap on what I can do. Like some people, you could look at them and be like, I don't see them doing nothing more than what they are. They're gonna stay in that pocket right there. But if you tell me, I think your potential is immense, or this immense, and this, that, and the third, and I trust your pay. You know what I mean? You hip hop historian, so I believe that you see the same thing I see. Like I could really do something here, something that could change the world. Like I believe it was Tupac who said, what he said, I'm gonna spark the change that's gonna change the world. And I think Tupac sparked that in me by inspiring the artists that came after him that inspired me.
The same way people talk about Tupac is the way I talk about Chuck D. Chuck D's in my top 5 artists of all time.
I think
you grew up listening to Public Enemy.
Nothing but a nation. It Takes a Nation. All of that type of stuff.
Back. That's my favorite hip hop album of all time.
It Takes a Nation?
By far.
That, Chuck D is like Tupac times 30. No slight to Tupac, but on Chuck D and Ice Cube, I hold them right there.
Those are 2 of my top 5.
With their black militants. Ice Cube's first 2 albums is probably for freshman and sophomore albums, I don't think nobody else has 2 albums like that. The content, what he's talking about, the beat selection, everything. Like America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate. Like those 2 are ridiculous to me. Like,
so you don't count Kill at Will at all?
Nah.
Jackin' for Beats was a classic. You don't count that at all?
I count those, but those my top 2 right there.
Dead Homies don't count.
At offended you, those my 2 right there. Those my favorite 2 right there. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Public Enemy for me was not the beginning of militancy though. Public Enemy for me was the beginning of self-awareness. And a lot of people in hip hop don't know who they are. The reason why I say that is because from the era that you listen to music and I did, we had A&Rs. Mm-hmm. We had artist development. So, and I used this in another interview, when the Game first came out, the Game sounded like Lloyd Banks. Nobody wanted to mess with him at all. Then Hated or Love It came out, and he was like, "Who is that? Who is that?" And it's like, "That's the Game." He was like, "The guy sound like Lloyd Banks? Get the fuck out of here!" But it was him.
Yeah. And
unfortunately, today, because people don't want to invest money, you are a developing artist going through your artist development live and in color for people to either rock with or to leave alone. Your growth is on the center stage. How has that experience groomed you to yourself and in public perception, you think?
Honestly, I'm used to that. Like being on center stage, I mean, not to toot my own horn or whatever, but with sports, I've always been, pretty good. I've been able to hold my own and all that. So I'm used to having a lot of pressure on me. You got to do this. We need you to do this, that, and third this game. So I'm used to being in front of all the lights and all that. So I like it. I like it to the point where it's like you see the progression from free game to progression, which is why I called it progression. And everybody can see it from the way the beats I pick to the style of rapping I pick. On free game, I had a little auto-tune on it. I haven't had auto-tune since then at all. And it's like, I like that because I can pick and choose what I wanna do, what I don't wanna do. And I got the homies with me, and they always gonna keep it 100 with me. That's key to having in your crew. If I make a song that they don't like, they're definitely gonna tell me I don't like that at all. This, that, and the third. So being on the center stage, it's like it's either gonna make you or break you.
Center stage is the key to most dick riding, unfortunately, because everybody wants to be in the limelight, but everybody don't want to put in to shine.
Yeah.
And when you hear people lie all the time, you know one of my favorite lies is in hip hop? I don't need the spotlight, just give me the credit. Which means that your ass still wants to be in the picture when somebody talks about the moment.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people who try their best to live off the shine of others, not understanding that the struggle or the process it takes to get to shine is the real story.
Exactly.
What makes you shine brighter than most when it comes to hip hop nowadays?
Cause I'm me. I'm 101, and right now, like it's a lot of people who, I mean, I know some personally. It's not them. The stuff they rap about, the stuff they say is not them, and you can always tell. You can always tell in the light who's being real and who's not. When the light hits, when certain situations come up, you can always tell who's authentic and who's not authentic. I like to say it's like a replica jersey versus an authentic jersey. When that light hit it shine a little different.
Back to the sports reference. I like that. So let's turn hip hop into a game real quick. All right, and this is the game. Malc has just took in the field or the court. He's down by 1. What makes him win when the game is totally at a loss right now?
My mother in the stands. She not finna watch me lose. That's it's simple and plain. It's the same thing as with life and with music. My mother right here. Like, a lot of people do it for you. That's good to say do it for you, but I got people not behind me, not in front of me. I got people standing right next to me that count on my success. Not necessarily the monetary value, but who don't want to see their mother smile or see their family smile and do it the right way. You know what I mean? Do it authentic. So my mom's. I'm going to get it. Like, there's been times in games where I done got rocked to the point where I ain't want to get up. And I peek over in the stands, I see my mom's like, nah, I can't have her word up in the stands. I got to get up and shake this off. So my mom's is a single driving factor.
Your family is the key to your endurance and legacy.
Yeah.